and welcome back to YA Conversations. I'm George.
I'm Madeline.
I'm Zach. And today we're talking about...
We're going to be talking about health and fitness, and it will be in the context of COVID-19 and how it's been affected. So we've got our special guest here today. Her name is Nicole, and I thought we could start out by maybe, did you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm Nicole. I have been a member at Impact Church for a long time. I am the facilitator for the Health and Wellness Group on Saturdays. We've run it now. This will be the third time. And I'm really interested in health and wellness and have been for a really long time as well. I'm glad to be here.
We're glad to have you. So we thought we'd talk about a couple things today. And the first one being, what does dieting, meal plan, meal preparation look like? Like healthy habits during COVID-19?
Yeah, so it's really hard. We were having our side conversations to stay on track. If you are following a healthy eating plan, which I think most of us intend to do, it's very hard to do when we're off of our routine, which I think we can all agree COVID-19 has put us all off of our routine in some way. So the stress of that being off routine, as well as the stress of an outside crisis, can cause us to emotionally eat, can cause us to pick up things that we wouldn't normally eat to feel good.
I had butter tarts from the gas station.
That's a low. Yeah, they are delicious.
The gas station does have some pretty good snacks. Hot dogs, the ones that are on the road.
On the spit?
Yeah. I don't know how sanitary it is, but...
Not in these days.
Not in these days.
No,
The old 7-Eleven, like taquito.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing like it.
Yeah.
Until your body has to get rid of all that salt and fat, and it's not good for you.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the only time I would actually recommend a very strict meal plan would be around times like this, to go back to your question. It's just very difficult to say, I'm going to follow these rules for my diet and not have something prescribed like a meal plan.
Yeah.
So I brought a meal plan. I find reliable sources of people that I can know they're providing a really good plan that's well-rounded and has all the nutrient value that I need, and then I follow it to a T during times when I know I'm going to be in a little bit more stress, and right now I'm trying to find that meal plan space, but that will take a little bit more planning. We talked about having to do click and connect, right, at the grocery store. So making your order online and then picking it up so that you have all your items, because we can't just pop out to the grocery store anymore.
Anytime we want.
Grab cauliflower because we forgot it. Make your list.
That's good.
Click and connect, and then go pick it up, and then you can do your meal planning for a day. And I love that you have a day of the week where you grocery shop and then do a meal plan as well.
I try to. I am still working, but there's some people in my family that are stay home, and so just the feeling of being like everything is out of routine, I do find it a little bit challenging. But typically, I would like to do like my shopping on one day, just make a big salad, and then be able to pull from it every single day. Just put it in a smaller container. But I have to say, it's been challenging, even feeling the whole atmosphere just out of routine. It's like, I didn't end up going grocery shopping this Monday because it wasn't grocery day with the family and everything. But I did have a can of soup, and it was healthy greens. Costco's great. I live with a family of 5, and so when we do Costco trips, sometimes those weird bigger purchases, like a pack of 20 canned soups. So we ended up buying one, and it's convenient. So I grabbed one today for my lunch. But
not the healthiest option, but not the worst option either. So that's another good tip, is to pick the thing that's like not as bad.
Yeah.
So having a plan for eating, good thing to do.
Yes.
I fell off the wagon, I gotta say. My confession. I had some Maltesers last week. Might have went to McDonald's too. Might have did A&W.
We've all done it.
Right?
Yeah, we've all done
Their
it.
onion rings are really good.
But okay, imagine you're in this scenario right now where you did have a plan, you've kind of fallen off the wagon a little bit. What would you say to that person right now?
I would say be patient with yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. It's something that I try to follow all the time. I look at like the 1 Corinthians 13, the love message, and I think about like, if I were to apply that to myself, like that's literally how God thinks about me. So I can be patient with myself if God is. And so it's just a matter of finding your spot again and continuing forward, and forgetting about what was behind.
I can get some butter tarts on the way home.
No, you should not.
right.
But if you want to, you can.
Just know that it will set you back on your journey.
Okay, all right. So that's eating. Well, what about people who can't go to the gym right now? I know some people are like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I had a gym membership and I was gonna go, but they emailed me and said, you know what, you can't go anymore, which is convenient because I canceled my membership. But anyways, there's people that want to go and they can't go.
Yes.
And I mean, some people are getting tickets to even go for a walk through the park right now.
Mhm.
So I know you've got some exercises that you're gonna share with us, and
Yeah.
some things that people can do at home. So we might just let you take that away and show everybody some stuff to do.
Sounds good.
Alright.
I recommend that everybody set a time aside every day to do at least about half an hour of exercise. Your body needs to move. So any form of exercise is going to help you, and half an hour should be enough for you every day with all that.
Well, show them how to do it.
All right, let's get started. I'm going to show you 6 exercises today that are complex movements that are going to get your heart rate really, really high. You're going to be sweating, and they're only 20 seconds each exercise. So let's start with number 1. We're going to start with a plyo lunge. So we're going to get into a front lunge position on one side, and we're going to do one side for the whole time for the 20 seconds, and then we'll move to the other side. So you're in your lunge position, and then you're just going to come up with a jump. You're going to do this over and over again for 20 seconds. Remember, you keep very good posture and a 90-degree angle on your knee. All right, you can stop. Okay, so after you have done the other side of the plyo lunge, we are going to do a plank cross-body knee drive. So you're going to get into plank position on your hands, and then you're going to send your right knee into your left elbow, just like this. And then you're going to alternate. You're going to do this for 20 seconds. So I'm really striving to get my knee right to my elbow, and then getting back into position in my plank. Okay. Next up is a lateral lunge with a hamstring curl. So we're going to start on the one side of our body, and we'll go into a lateral lunge. Over to the side, really stretch this part of our leg, and then come up. Oh, and I'm supposed to jump. And then hamstring curl. So you're keeping your whole line straight, your hips square, shoulders square, coming back into lateral lunge, and then a hamstring curl. So really tensing that hamstring behind you. There we go. And then you're going to go to the other side when you're done this side for 20 seconds. All right. We're going to get back into plank. And then we're going to do a plank jack. So that just means we're going into a jack position. Legs out, in, up, back. 20 seconds. The whole time, you're keeping your core strong to stabilize your legs and your torso. Done. Okay, another jumping exercise. So it's a plyo tuck jump. So we're gonna come down into squat position, touch the floor, and when you come up, you're gonna jump. And you're gonna slap your knees. And faster, for 20 seconds. And try to get up really high. Okay, done. Last one, back into plank. This is my favorite, the plank pop-up. In plank position, we're gonna pop up and get back into squat, into chair squat. You're gonna hold that, you're gonna make sure your weight is in your heels, so you can lift your toes if you had to right now. And then you're gonna come back down into plank. Then pop up. Again. Woo! That will make you sweat. And we're done.
Thank you so much, Nicole. That was such a great workout.
Oh, you're welcome.
And lastly, we just wanted to talk about mental health because we are a 3-part being, body, soul, and spirit. And so we talked about just physical health, and maybe you want to speak into some mental health.
Yeah, it's really, really important that you understand that your feelings and your stressors are going to be different right now, and to be easy on yourself about that, because it's very normal to experience stress when we can't control the outcome of something. So like a pandemic, lots of us have never been through anything like this, so we need to be easy on ourselves, with each other. And part of that is just being present about what's going on for you. Are you irritable right now? Are you unable to be patient with people? Are you unable to be patient with each other and yourself? So if that's the case, take some time for you to come back to yourself and just rest, or whatever it is that you need to do. Try to create a list for yourself of things that you like to do, and when you're feeling kind of off, maybe revisit that list and do something that really replenishes you.
Yeah, you talked about a little bit about SMART goals, just because you were goals that you can attain, but not
Yeah.
make them too crazy.
Yeah, that's something that I do for myself all the time. So during stressful times, I try to make those very, very small, those goals. For instance, I make myself a checklist every day, and sometimes I won't check off 2 of them. I'll just check off 1 of them, and then I'm beating myself up for the things that I didn't check off. Whereas if I turn that view around and start to celebrate that I was able to accomplish something, and maybe that's all I could do for that day, and then I tend to reward myself when I have met certain goals. And those are usually around self-care items that I've been wanting for a while. You don't really know how much compound stress impacts your body until you crash. So it's kind of just making sure that your tank is full all the time, and that you're ready for what's going to happen. Because there's just, life is always happening. We're going to be born for trouble. That's what it says in the Bible. So we have to be ready for that.
What would you say then to the person, just to kind of wrap this whole thing up a little bit, what would you say to the person who is perhaps right now feeling a little bit frustrated, a little bit stressed out, the lack of normalcy, the lack of routine is kind of, the temptation, I guess, is to just kind of put everything else on hold, put self-care on hold, put on hold, the need for exercise or looking after yourself, and just kind of that kind of isolationist mentality too, where you're just kind of retreating from the good things that you need to do on a daily basis. What would you say to that person right now?
I would say, what were your goals prior to this happening? Is there a way that you can even make 1 or 2 small steps towards those goals? Even though your goals might have shifted, and you might not be able to kind of complete all the aspects of that bigger goal, are there a few small steps that you can take towards that goal? And as well, I think it's just really important for us to be easy on ourselves, because our goals are going to change and things are going to shift, and saying goodbye to something, a goal that you might have had before, is okay, but never stop kind of wanting to be better or wanting to try to gain something out of this life.
So I can still get my butter tarts on the way home?
You can. Everything is permissible, but not everything is
All right, okay.
what, profitable?
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. Well, good stuff.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Nicole.
You're very welcome.
Was there anything you'd like to plug before we leave?
Oh yes, so every Saturday the Health and Wellness Group meets from 10 till 11:15. We are starting this coming Saturday, April the 10th, I believe it is.
Yep.
And we will be coming at you through Zoom. I haven't really figured out a format. Nope. Have I not?
Yeah.
I am.
Sorry.
And
I think we have a Zoom link prepped for that.
yes,
Yeah.
we have a Zoom link prepped. So we would love to have you. We're accepting everyone. And our format is we do a devotion first. We like to talk about our own journey. We like to pray about, where God's taking us. And then we do a workout together, similar to what we did together today. So we'd love to have you join us.
You can do it in the comfort of your home.
And
Yeah.
send us videos of your home exercise.
Yeah, we'd love to see it.
You don't need a ton of room. I use like a small bedroom for my workout area right now, since the gyms are closed, and it's working out just fine.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Monday.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
everyone.